here today with Colet, and she was so kind to join me for my first session of Women's Wellness. I'm very passionate about women's health, and so I've decided to do a series of sessions of women entrepreneurs who support wellness for females and women, especially women over 50. And I thought of Colet because I know she's an expert in fitness. She's been in the business for many, many years, and she also works with many of my clients, and they look fantastic. So I brought her here today so she could give a little bit of information on what she does and how it supports women's health.
Well, thank you for having me, Maureen. And yes, I have been in personal training business for 25 years. Started in 1997, so I train women in all age groups. Mostly now they're over 50s. Most have been with me since 2000. So,
well, one thing I know that you incorporate into your workout programs is weight training, and I know how important it is to maintain muscle, and that's something that I think I need to think more about. But so how often do you suggest training? How do you incorporate weights into the program? How does it work?
So the uniqueness of my training is I incorporate total body workout with emphasizing weights, some plyometrics and agility, and of course focus on balance and core strength.
Okay. Yeah.
So I recommend at least 2 to 3 times a week, lifting enough weight that you can complete 8 to 12 reps. And there's a misconception of how weight training could bulk you up, but that's almost impossible.
Right.
I mean, you have to put a lot of time in it and take supplements, and you have to take in a lot of calories, so that's not going to happen.
Right.
And actually, weight training would shape your body more so than doing just cardio.
Oh, that's fantastic. Another thing I get questions about is bone density and how that can start to deteriorate as soon as you actually, sometimes even when you're pre-menopause. So even as early as 40, we start seeing that degradation of our bone density. Do you feel that working out really helps support that and offset some of that degradation over time and help sustain bone density?
Absolutely, especially weight training, weight resistance training. What happens is when you lifting weight, forces your muscle to put tension on your bones and your tendon, and you force your bones to produce more bone tissues, and therefore it strengthens your bones, so it protects you from breaking your bones where you're falling, and of course osteoporosis.
Yeah, which is so important. Colet, when I look at you, like, you embody health. I mean, you're beautiful. You have beautiful skin. You're fit. Give us a little tip on what you do for your skin, for example, to keep it looking so glowing and healthy.
Well, that's the nicest compliment, but it's because of you coming to Skynbar on a regular basis. It helps me to maintain my youthfulness. But regularly at home, I use vitamin C in the morning and retinol at night.
Excellent. Those are 2 of my favorite products too. Another question I have, me personally, I don't have a lot of time. So do you offer options of virtual opposed to having to go to a place, which takes a lot of time for someone who works a lot, etc.?
Yes,
that's really important to a lot of my clients.
So during COVID, a lot of gyms were forced to close temporarily. So that got me into doing some remote training and virtual training. So I do that still on the side, but of course I'm back in the gym also, training in person.
Okay, that's good to know. The other thing is diet. It's really important. I know I focus on skin, but we can take care of our skin externally, with products and treatments, and I know how much that benefits our skin health, but also what you eat. And I'm sure you're very passionate about focusing on nutrition.
Right. Well, if you're focusing, it's what calories in, calories out. So it's what you take in. You need to consider if you want to lose weight.
Right.
I'm not a dietitian, but of course I encourage a lot of water, eat a lot of greens, through taking appropriate amount of protein.
Right. Well, looking at you, I definitely want to sign up. And I've worked with her for a long time, and I highly recommend her. She's excellent. She's
thank you.
passionate about what she does. How would someone get in touch with you?
I have an Instagram account. It's Shoot Fitness.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining us today, and thank you, Colet. That was really informative and very interesting. So we look forward to our next session, and again, thank you all for tuning in.